Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19 new mods, and we have got quite a few mods and a new map. Awesome. Let's go to the mod hub. And today we've got quite a few mods and one map. So let's have a look at the PGR Sliwno. Now this was we've seen this in Fs19. I'm sure I just had a look on this map, but I didn't actually play this one. So I've been brought over to Fs19, so we'll have a look at that. That's by Wowick 12 Mirio. The next one down is the Lizard TR10 round bale trailer by Notre 3 Addy. You remember Lizard Neo family? Right, so that looks a bit different. We'll have a look at that one. Then we've got Tomato Greenhouse by TarkZI007. It's very cheap. Cool, because the other ones were quite expensive. And then we've also got a Cucumber Warehouse by Notre 3 Addy. An old style cheap greenhouse for cucumbers, £9 grand. Well, we'll see what it says in the shop. It does fluctuate a lot of the time. Now a log shield. Now I think this is just it is just like the back of it's like the back of the bucket with the forks on the front by the looks of it, by AS Agra. Homemade log tool for loading, unloading of wood, smaller, blah blah blah. Okay. Then we have the Fleagle TPS 180 low deck, which is a new low loader trailer. Well, it's a tow trailer, not a semi flatbed trailer. Let's hope it's got some ramps, because that doesn't look like to me it's got ramps on. We'll have a look at that, and that's by TS Modding. Then we've got the Amazon ZGB 5500. Or the 8200. Now that is fertilizer sprayer. I'm not sure if that does lime, probably just do fertilize. We'll have a look. That's by Mat26. And then we have some traffic warning signs. Now this is quite quirky little thing to have. Good thing to, I've noticed that some of the maps do have some placeables, well not placeables, some barriers around what you can use. But it's nice to buy some more, especially if you're doing a let's play or something and you require them. And that's by Shaba FS. And that is it. There it shows there, Estaccio Lapaccio. But I haven't got that one installed, so that's one why it's coming out. It's got I think it's an update for that as well. Adjust a map for landscaping, some minor bug fixes. I could be wrong, that could have been there from before. But that is it. We have 7 new mods, 1 new map. Right, so first off we are looking at the traffic signs. Now there's 3 different ones to go for. Basically you've got the, well they call these the pylons, which are the cones, which obviously you can pick them up and put wherever you want. It is only -1 slot per item. Now, these are 20 quid. Then we've got the poles, which they're fixed. We can't move them. They are solid. If you drive into them, they're solid. Obviously these you can run them down. Same with the barriers, although you can't move the barriers by hand. No, you need to, but you can push them around so they're not fixed, because they are replaceable. They're in the miscellaneous section, and the barriers are 30 quid. Then the other type is the pole, which is, these are £10 each. Another mod available. Cool, loving it. Right, let's move on to the new greenhouses. Now we've got cucumbers and tomatoes. Now the price difference, they both said that they were quite cheap Well, this one's 9 grand, and this one's minus 8 slots. Now that is the, no, sorry, that is the other one. That is the tomatoes. That one is. We'll put some in a minute when we will see, but that is tomatoes, and these are 25 grand, which is what the cost of the other ones were. And minus 11 slots, generates £60 an hour, but 25 grand. Now this one here is the cucumbers. See, it's got the cucumber sign up there. Easy really. Different for manure, you can drop that off there, and there's your water tank just there. Not sure if it opens. I think it only opens once you've filled it. But yeah, so this one is 9 grand and minus 8 slots, £7 maintenance, and this generates £56 an hour, whereas that one generates 60, but it's 25 grand and 11 slots. So quite a big difference really. Let's just move that out of the way, because that's going to be right in the way. I'm going to jump in the tractor and fill it up with manure. But what we will do first is do this one, fast forward time an hour to see how much it's generating. I'm not even sure if I can tip. Right, so I probably picked the wrong trailer really, but yeah, the point for loading has come up. So let's drop that off. And it took quite a bit. Then we got a water bowser. Oh, I do like the way it just went straight through there. I thought I'm gonna hit that. No, straight through. Love it. Got some water ready to go. And this is when we should start to see the tomatoes. There's a tip come up, reverse back up a bit, there it is. And there they are. Right, that's those. Right, fast forward time 1 hour. Right, that's fast forward an hour, and yes, we've done 120 quid off that one. So no problems with that, that's working, it's paying out. So we should be generating twice as much. Alright, I haven't done water on this one yet, have I? I don't think the tip came up. Right. Oh, there it is. And there goes the cucumbers. Steering on this fend is terrible. Right, so we want to tip the other side, right and left, and hopefully we can tip with the trailer. Getting a bit tighter than that though. Yeah. And it's 16:39. Let's just fast forward it 1 hour. And now we check the finances. Yes, wow. we're getting a lot more than what we should. That was only a couple of hours. It must be doubling then. It was like the same on the other things. I think it's £60 an hour, or £56 I think the one was, and if you put manure in you get double that. So they're working all cool. Mods what work. So generating the right money, a little bit more money probably than they should be, but we don't mind that. Right, moving on then. We will look at the Lizard TR10 bale trailer. Let's bring it round, because we're losing the light. So here it is. Let's get it into the Lizard TR10 bale trailer. Now I haven't used this yet. I thought it might lower down. It doesn't, so I take it they just spontaneously jump in. I suppose we will give it a go. It must hold 12 bales. You have got straps on it to hold them in, and the detailing on this pretty amazing. Look at this. We've got all the cables running through. Oh, if I can stop it jumping around. All that suspension's set up. The old leaf springs there. Pretty nice. Loving the detailing on it. I've got stop and go on, so it doesn't go. Yeah, let's give it a go. So I've got some rainbows over here. I'm not sure if you just drive into them or what. We've got the help menu on anyway, and there doesn't seem to be anything on there whatsoever. So I think it is more of a, you have to put the bales on and put them on yourself. That seems to be the crack. So I was thinking, oh, because it is a bale trailer, so it's just for bales, but we might be able to use this for other things. You never know. Right, so I've got a front loader. I'll tell you what, it's starting to get dark, so I'm going to fast forward time to the next day. Back in a minute. Right, so I've managed to get some bales stacked on, and they were a bit of a pain in the ass. Let's just do a couple more. We'll put those two on the front. And the steering on this, the lack of is ridiculous. See, I can't even, that's like a 3-point turn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Trying to jump off. There's one goes, and there's the next one. But now you've got the one stack on there, you probably can, you're probably not meant to, but you can probably stack up more on it. I don't know if we'll see if the straps work. This is the problem I had as well, is releasing. There it is, it's alright now. But the steering on this Ferret is absolutely terrible. Oh, look at that, it goes around. So you can proper stack them up if you want to. Anyway, it costs 17,500 to buy, and it's £892 and minus 4 slots. No other options for it. We'll just go and see if it is stable. Then again, it hasn't got a very high load, so it should all be fine. I bet it'll change if I yeah, nearly lost them. But yeah, nice quirky little trailer. Something a little bit different. Right, moving on. Let's just drop that off there. We don't need that. Anyway, as I was saying, moving on, we have the Amazon ZGB 8200, and this is a fertilizer spreader and also a lime spreader. It costs 38 grand to buy and is 1938 pounds to lease. It's got a normal working speed of 12 mile an hour. Oh god, that's the PTO under there. It comes with 2 different tyre options. You've basically got Trelleborg and Michelin, and the, where is it? There it is. Put the light on because we can't see. There's the Michelin. You can have the wide tyres, or you can have Michelin normal size tyres on there. They're £600 for the wide, and you got the 2 different capacities as well. The standard one, that 38 grand was for the standard one, which holds 5,500, or you can get the 8,200, which is, that's the 8,200 because it says on the side, and then that's the 5,500, just like that. But yeah, nice looking mods. You got all the hoses set up for it. But does it work? Now the difference in cost between the standard and the extra one is an extra 10 grand to go up to the 8,200 litre capacity. Minus 11 slots. Right, so we need to fill them up. I have got a field to make sure they are working. So I think first we'll buy a pallet of fertilizer. No, we won't. We will use lime first. So we should be able to fill up straight from pallets. We never have a problem with pallets. I think it's more with the new placeables. Yep, so that's filling up, not a problem. We only want a little bit. And I didn't really want to do that, but never mind. The steering on this is terrible. It is terrible. So lighting wise, it's got your LED indicators right and left. Reverse lights as well. Right, so this field does need lime and it does need fertilizer, so let's hit it with the lime. Worker has completed this. Right, I'll do it myself. That seems to be putting lime down. That's it, gone. Now I've got this silo set up. And we want fertilizer this time. Check the fertilizer, go into the map. And we should have it on some turn lime needs lime. Yep, and the lime's there working. You can see the strips we've done. So let's try the same again with the fertilizer. It's 26 meter wide spread on it. All seems good. Right, so check on the map and yeah, it's fertilizing. Not a problem. Right, moving on. Now we've got a couple left. Next is the Fleagle Trailer, the TPS 180. And we go and have a look in the shop. Actually, let me show you in the shop. Now this one is actually under baling technology because it's a baling trailer rather than transport. And you've got all the different, you've got a few extra, you've got the zinc and silvers, you've got all the metals, the normal colours we've got, and then on the rims it's the same as the Fleagle flatbed what we had. You've got all these chromes, aluminiums, silver chrome, Amazon red, red chrome, bison grey, grey chrome. So all those extra ones there, which are pretty cool. Is a nice looking trailer. Mine is 7 slots. 15 grand to buy, 765 to lease. Plenty of tie downs for it. You're not going to have any problem with missing a few bales here and there. They're quite well spaced. There's quite a few of them on there. But yeah, these are the chrome wheels. These are the wide wheels as well. You go chrome and then you can go for the wides, which was an extra 600 quid. I think it was for the wide tyres. But yeah, pretty nice trailers. I just got the 2 different colours. Just to show you what the crack is. This is the grey chrome. Probably should have seen that side under the sun a little bit more. Nice. So moving on to the final item of the day. Well, apart from the map, we will have a quick look around the map. I will do a map tour for this. Right, we got all that picked up. Well, we don't want the fork because we are looking at the lizard fork. Sorry, the lizard log shield, and it's got a fork with it as well. Now this looks pretty awesome bit of kit. Does open up quite wide, and it's got those little prongs right on the end there, so it might even help you to pick up the logs. So let's go and give it a go. There are some trees just down the road. I'll tell you what, let's go and pull a trailer. Because we didn't see the lighting going on in the back as well. Whoa, camera whizzing off. There's a reverse lights, indicators, and your side lights. But yeah, it is bloody long, isn't it? Wow. Right, what side of the road am I meant to be on? Here we go, is the wood I was on about. Now this map is pretty awesome, loving it. It's pretty, you haven't got hardly any slots. I think you had 400 or so slots, so you had plenty of slots to be going on with. We will have a quick look through in a minute as soon as we've chopped a tree down and see if we can pick it up and load it. Let's go for the big one. Now we'd go around that side and hopefully it will drop that way. What's the bet it drop on the road? Come on in, why aren't you? Come on, what's going on? Oh well, it's down. And it doesn't want me to trim it, or does it want to go this way to this? Anyway, let's cut a log off. What is going on? There's our log. What I do like about this as well is it actually, you can tip it right the way around, so you can get right underneath, because sometimes that was a lot of the problem. You just couldn't get under there and grab hold of it. It keep running away with itself. Right, and yes, I've got the tractor with the worst turning, the worst turning radius ever. And I'm probably, yeah, you're not really in the right place there, are you? And the tree down is causing attention. It's blocked the road. Right, so let's get back where we can see what's going on. Drop it down, drive in, do the hook. Picking it up. it's not glitching around. Oh, it might do now where I did that the wrong way. That's it, open. Right, let's get over a little bit more. Right, so we'll put it straight down, log grab, go forward a little bit more if it will. I don't think it's going to see that. Oh, it is. Whoa. Laura's at it now. Yeah, and I haven't got the most amount of room here. But it works. Let's try and release. Yep, no problem. And I like the way it let you go through that branch there, because that would have been a pain in the arse. So loving the log shield and grab. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Right, so now we're going to have a quick look at the map. We're going to have a zoom around and see what's going on. Let's go on to the map first. And as you can see, we have got fields, mega fields. Now price wise they are quite expensive, but they are pretty damn large. That's from 1.2 million. That's 1 million. Even this small, sorry, that's my dog going mental. That's a small one. There's 304,000. So yeah, they're not cheap at all. They're really not. We've got biogas down the bottom here, and then you got the sawmill, grain elevator, and then that's I think that's a wooded area. We'll have a quick zoom over on the landscaper and have a look at that. Then you got a sugar mill, which is the other sell point at the top, where a dairy station, train station. On this one you've got two trains. One circulates around this side of the map, and the other one goes around that side of the map, which makes it a little bit different, I suppose. Right, so going on to the legend, let's put the sell points there. There's the sell points all coming on now. So we've got the garden centre, animal dealers there, and there's train station, spinnery, bakery at the top. Because you have got the, well, your main sell points, you've got the bakery. Well, let's scroll over the right way. You've got your bakery, grain elevator, and train station mill. So let's go into the map. Let's see if we can, in the garage, I don't think I've got two placeable items the same, have I? Oh, I have, yes. So we can click on that. Let's take the, right, so go into a garage and click a placeable, and there we go. We'll have a quick zoom around, because this map looks pretty nice down here. So obviously we've got the shop, which is a nice area. There's a huge amount in that car park. And then we got the biogas, which has got the ramp coming in for unloading. And then we've got our silos. Well, there's three. You've got another one there as well. These ones are quite large themselves. That looks like it is the digest 8 fill up point. So let's go up the map. You've got the church here. All of this, you come up and the bells are ringing. Lots of people walking around. Quite a bit of traffic. The traffic seems to all be driving around together at the moment though. I don't know why that is. Now we got up on this right hand side is the garden centre, which nice big area here for placeables, and another one over this side. It's nice to have these big flat areas all ready to go. That's your Serene Sea, and there's the sell point just there. For this one is the garden centre, obviously. And then we move on up. Well, let's have a look over the farm area. Now this farm area is absolutely massive. We've got more silos over here this way. We've got huge sheds, huge open expanse area. It's absolutely massive. Now you cannot use all these sheds, but you can use most of them. Some of them are just decorative. And then we've got a pig pen. Is this the pigs here? I think this was the pigs. And then we have our sheep pen over this side as well. But it is all so open. Look at it, it's huge old expanse. Huge. So all your animals at your main farm there. One problem though, I couldn't find the farmhouse. I tried to put another farmhouse down and it said you can only have one per map. And he's like, well, where is it then? Because it's not in what you start off with or any of that, which is a bit strange. So come on over, and we got a little area of lake there with a guy. Where is he? Doing a spot of fishing, looking up at the stars. So moving up, we have the chickens. I think it is here. Yeah. Put a little map on. Got the chickens just over this way. And then horses. Is that a horse symbol? I'm sure that's a horse symbol. Yeah, it was horses, which is this paddock here. So moving over to, see there's another, well, it is a football pitch, but it's a placeable area. Something where you nice flat areas ready to go. Moving on over, you got to the animal dealer. So a bit different. You're going to be reversing in there, and well, turn around in there. I suppose you can turn around. Little streams running through the middle. Now I did try some of the water at some of these, and it wasn't the one near the shop, and it wasn't having it whatsoever. So then we come up to the top end, and this is where we've got the spinnery, the grain mill. Now what have we got first? That is the grain mill sell point, I think. But yeah, you can use the trains to offload here, because the trains do go right the way around the map, so you should be able to pick it up from most places. It does actually start off with 2 conveyors as well. Now that might be the grain mill there then. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it won't show me, will it? Because I'm in this view. But this is more of a just having a look round. I'm going to do a proper map tour and show where everything is. So that goes off, there's nothing that way. I'll head up with the train. You see the train, it comes up and loops around and goes back down that way. There it is coming now. And then the other one goes around the other way. So go over to this top corner, which is the sugar mill. Big old building. And there looks like the, no, that's not the, where are they? looks like they're there. Maybe. I reckon it might be those silos just there. Yep, and then all we've got is go down to the other side. But the side of these fields, you're going to get some serious yield off these fields. There is a little forest here. That's about the only place where I saw there was actually mature trees. But yeah, this map did come from Fs19. I just can't remember. I didn't play it that much. I just had too many other things going on at the time. And I think this is another sell point. Yep, you can see the cell in there. And there's that train tearing back the other way. But yeah, there's a few of the roads do run alongside the rails. And there's a few tracks here and there. But a serious agriculture map. Loving it. Awesome. Pretty nice. Good multiplayer map. Get a lot done on this. That's one of these tracks I was telling you about. There's quite a few of them dotted around. But all in all, it's a nice looking map. We go into the garage. And obviously I bought a few things anyway. You don't start off with loads of money. And you got the Favorite, the Fiat, the case. Then you got the Russell Mush. Got to pick up a couple of trailers, header, plough, seeder, cultivator, and you haven't got a chainsaw because I bought that myself, but you have got this and that conveyor. Now they were actually, where were they? They were up near the farm is where they were, over here. There we go. You got the conveyors set up here and you got all this open space for loading onto your trains, and you got both tracks for going around both sides of the track, both sides of the map, so pretty cool. Loving that. You got the plane flying over as well. So yeah, nice map. Mod count, slot count, there you can see it's 576. Now I have bought quite a few items, and it was, I'm sure it was in the 474, I'm sure it was when I started. And on the map as well, the fields you actually start off with is pretty good, you know, because you do start off with that field and that field and that field, so that's pretty good start. At least you can get a lot of yield off these fields. But all in all, nice looking map. Right, so we will leave it there for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of New Mods. If you have, please feel free to give me a like and share with your friends. If there's anyone else what is into farming sim, then share these videos, get them out there. And if you haven't already subscribed, then hit that subscribe button and you won't miss any of my latest content. Righto, well, thanks for watching. Till next time, goodbye.